Hello and welcome to Barony Bridge, scenario number 25 in RollerCoaster Tycoon Corkscrew Follies, which bills itself as an old redundant bridge, being ours to develop into an amusement park. And we need to have 1,200 guests by the end of year 3 with a park rating of 600. But what makes this one interesting is we don't just have one entrance. We actually have two. So if we're not careful how we build this thing up, the guests are just going to walk right out the other side. So let's take a quick look here at what the actual map looks like. We have a lot of space. The only land we actually own is actually these little hills right here that come up out of the water. Everything else is construction rights. So we're going to have to be pretty careful about how we build stuff since everything is over the water. And we are going to have more expensive paths because of how there's a little bit of weird textural stuff happening here. We're going to have to be careful how much pathing we build right off the bat because it's going to be a lot more expensive. Let's go ahead and open. Do the free entrance stuff like we always like to do. But yeah, just to demonstrate, yeah, each tile is $32 because, of course, it's 4 segments high pretty much everywhere you go. So we're going to want to make sure that we're keeping in mind where the actual boundaries of the map are before we get too crazy going on stuff. And let's check out what we have here. No transport rides, just the merry-go-round of the car ride, just the wooden roller coaster, just the pirate ship, just the dinghy slide and the boat hire, and then a little smattering of shops and stalls. So we're going to go ahead and kick that on super quick. I'm not going to worry about transport rides. But we probably should try to get more roller coasters and thrill rides right off the bat. Because while we do definitely have space for a nice wooden roller coaster, I don't think we're going to want to focus too much on those at all. So, you know what's probably smart for us to do is to go ahead and, yeah, let's just try to make a little perimeter around the outside here, just so that we know exactly what we're working with. I'm going to go out to that edge. Wow, that's pretty far. And then just hook that around just so we know about what we can work with. So this is tall enough for us to run roller coaster track underneath, and maybe, depending on how they're set up, maybe a couple of flat rides that don't have high bits might be able to poke under this, but you know, it's not going to be a super not going to be a super easy solution for us to do too much of anything here. Just going to have to be pretty careful with how we have things set up. So I'm going to decide for this first bit here just to put in this merry-go-round like so, and let's grab that section there. That section there, that section there. That's going to allow us to have something operating and keep everything underneath cleared, ready to go in case we want to run tracks or go-karts or something under there. And I'm going to echo this with this bit here. Just get a nice, simple setup going. Right, like so. And that's going to leave us a little bit of space right here to put something very useful to us, which you already know all about putting that information kiosk in and get this thing set to be $5 nice and easy. There we go. And I will put this back on its default view like I typically have. Yeah, that's kind of it's kind of distracting seeing this, you know, flip out like that, so hopefully we don't have to worry about it. But, oh man, that's doing it too, yikes. 25-year-old game. It looks like we're getting a roller coaster on the 2nd of April, so that's going to be fun. Just, again, keep in mind that while this is a large space, it's not going to be that big once we start building roller coasters. And I am very curious if it's going to be worth building these big wooden guys. I don't even know if I'm going to have room for, like, this is a pretty compact design, honestly. But, oh, you know what? That might actually work. Might actually be worth doing here. So I'm going to keep the path all the way around the outside, etc. Just because that's a much easier way to build the park. And we can have our little track in the corner here. But this seems like a great place to start with roller coasters. Yeah, we got some space there at the end as well. So that's cool. And this is a pretty neat design. I mean, I don't know how I feel about the crazy red everywhere, but I think it looks kind of cool. Let's see, 2 trains, 7 cars per train, individual coloration. So, you know, this is actually kind of up. I don't have the entrance built yet. It's actually kind of a neat design. So let's see, that's going to be, let's see, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I usually like to keep these spaced evenly so that we can have the queue fold up nicely. Let's make this, say, $5. On-ride photos are always a fun time. Yeah, and you know what we like to do. Just get this thing going. Hey, it's about to rain, so guess what? And that should just come right up that way. Very nice. Very easy. Put some benches. And before things get too crazy, I do want to put in some trash cans. Because you know how this always goes. We forget to put trash cans in, and then there's a bunch of junk on the ground. And I'm like, why is there so much junk on the ground? And then I remember that I didn't put trash cans in. So, nice, easy way to do that. Just put those right down the middle there. And we can't forget to hire some staff. So let's do 5 handymen and 2 mechanic to start. And that's pretty much all of our money. So we're going to have to, I guess, wait and see for people to get on rides and start generating some income for us. But I'm very curious about this roller coaster. I know it's real simple. But it's probably a pretty solid design. We got the bobsled coaster, huh? Secondary lift hill here, and then right down into a water feature, and then that, and then into a loop. I always thought it was kind of funny on a wooden coaster to have the loop. But it navigates it just fine. Then you get a bank turn into here. Wow, look at those lateral G's. I think that's this business right here. So we're gonna see if the intensity rating ends up being a huge detractor to this. We might end up having to put some brakes in. I don't know. I guess we'll see if anyone ends up even riding it at all. Oh, okay, there's some people wanting to get on there. But that is, oh boy. That's some serious intensity there. So the bobsled coaster, we're no stranger to that thing. I just don't know. Now, I'm reluctant to try and build custom designs on this because these are so easy to crash. But maybe at some point we can, that always just looks crazy to me. At some point we can figure out something else to do with this. No, I'm not firmly wedded to having to build that. For now, though, we can just keep on, you know, attempting to find things for these guys to do. Probably isn't a bad idea to have a decent food court somewhere. So this, I guess you could call it a pylon building structure thing, whatever, is basically the exact middle of the park. So if we want to be cute here. Oh, see, that's where I have my trash cans up. Maybe I don't want to do that. So maybe what I'll do is do one of those numbers. Yeah, because you know we got these burgers. Got to sell some burgers. Then we got to sell some drinks. Ah, I don't have cash. Okay. All right. Well, bequeath upon me another $14 so I can build a drink stall. All right, come on, let's go. There we go. Now they can buy food and drinks. And some people are actually kind of on the roller coaster. I know it's raining, so they're not going to want to do that, but... Yeah, see, there they go. Over time, this will get more popular as we have more guests in the park. Yeah, see, there we go. They're having fun. They're having a good time. Right before they get their necks snapped on the S-curve here. Alright, how are we looking on... Oh, the twist. Well, that's, you know... Would rather have had it to begin with, but... I'll take it. Take it as it goes. The other good thing about this design is it's going to be very easy to build underneath it. And not going to be, hopefully, not going to be too complicated. Alright, twist. Come on, May 1st. We're almost there. Almost there we go. There we go. Alright. And, oh, look at this. This can just go right on top. Don't you love it when that happens? Don't you just absolutely love it? So that would be for the entrance, and that would be the entrance plus a little bit extra. I don't have the cash, of course. Well, that won't last too long. We just have to have people go on the rides, pay us a little bit more money, and then eventually emerge from bankruptcy and build ourselves a scrambled eggs machine. Maybe. Yeah, see, there we go. One carousel ride for $1 at a time. Gonna get us our twist. Until we get to the part where I have to pay the employees again, and then the money all goes away. Don't you love it when that happens? Yep, see, there we go. Alright, I don't feel like waiting for this anymore. Let's just get our loan up a little bit. Remember what we're doing here. Yeah, I'm gonna just pop that in like so. And, you know, I guess it's probably fine to do this that way. And then just have that come out like so. Leave ourselves a little bit of space in case we want to build something else. And open it. There we go. They can twist themselves as much as they want. Steel Wild Mouse, always a good one. Although I'd rather have it be the rotating one. Spinning Wild Mouse. I'm sorry. Although it may end up actually still being that one. No, this is the Steel Wild Mouse just by itself. Okay, well, we don't have a Steel Mouse 1. There you go. So this, I think, is the Flying Dutchman one? No. I was wrong. That's never happened before. Yeah, see, the intensity rating is just a little high. Just a touch. So I'm kind of reluctant to build anything super complicated over here without having a really good plan for what I'm doing. But I kind of feel like this might actually be a decent place to pop it, provided I can actually get my my entrance and my exit configured correctly. Yeah, because we have the option to get everything hooked up over here. I can't go on that side. Oh, I can go on that side, kind of, but probably the easiest thing for us to do is just to do one of these numbers here. And then try... Ah! Land not owned by park, of course. I do have to have this set the correct way. There we go. Alright, so that fits there, kind of. I can get a good... Oh, isometric view betrays me again. Alright, so that's there. I have that set up like so, then I have that set up like so. Then, all I've got to do, I think, if I'm going to do this the correct way, is just, there we go. So that'll get them downstairs, so to speak. Charge $3 for this. There we go. Should be fine. And also don't forget we have our path coming around the outside here. I want this to be accessible. And I want to have the ability to connect to some other stuff at the bottom as well. Yeah, once we actually start having an actual profit, it'd be great. We're just not making enough in ride tickets yet. It'll come in time. Very nice to see this coaster as popular as it is, given the extremely high intensity rating. Alright, what are we looking at? Mine Train Coaster. How did I miss that? Wow. Oh, so this is the one that has the super wide turns that are really, really hard to build in a compact spot. So maybe we'll hold off on that one. But you know, as soon as we get that regular steel looping coaster, we're gonna make those things. There's only a couple of the scenarios in this game that we haven't done that with. And for the most part, if that has not happened, it's because we haven't had access to the looping coaster. Or we already had a ton of... Wow, this is the articulated wooden coaster. Alright, well, never mind. Alright, so those guys are taking their sweet time to do all that. But look how popular this is. We got 20-some people in the line. So this is actually looking pretty good. If they're happy to pay $3, maybe we could bump that up a little bit more. Really good value, huh? Alright, let's click on Random Jonas here. Oh, they got money here. They got $80 coming into this thing. Alright, Nelly. Yeah, okay, well, I don't know why the... It has it so that the X is off screen. That's very strange. Alright. I'm gonna raise this to $4. Why'd you pause the game? Well, it's because I don't want this number to ever not be an even number. I don't want it to have any sense on it. I know, it's probably just a crazy thing to be doing, but whatever. Now, this is the articulate... Yep, okay. That's fine. Just give me a thrill ride next that isn't the 3D cinema, ideally. Yeah, we're kind of not in a great spot to build anything new without it being a pain in the butt. Alright, so you know what? Let's do some hot dog stuff here. And then give them access to a clean and tidy restroom right next door. And just because we can, 20 cents. Why not? Make a little bit of money, offset that operating cost. Mechanics are doing mechanic activities. Probably have a little bit too many handymen. For right now, at least, but that's fine. Okay, still don't know because we just researched the wooden coaster. So I guess back on fast speed we go. See, I really like the mine train coaster. It's just so huge. You really can't make a small one of these. Unless you have one of these, like, pre-made designs that's not super fun. But, I don't know. I mean, objectively, this isn't like a fantastic coaster design, but I just thought it looked cool. Which, you know, sometimes that's all the excuse you need to do something. And they clearly don't mind going on it. Hey, a thrill ride. Nice. Now, if it were go-karts that gets unlocked here, then, you know, we're gonna be in for some fun here, aren't we? All right, I'm gonna go ahead, and I'm going to complete my vision here of what this is going to be looking like. Okay, just loop that around that way. I think you do kind of have to be careful when you're building this stuff, because sometimes the guests will step onto the not completely finished area and drown themselves, which, don't do that. But this, right in the center of the park, I think would be a great place to just keep most of the food. Hey, alright, that's what I like to see. Get that launched free fall going. Escape hatch, my beloved. And see, now we've got a couple of great spots to pop this thing, depending on how we want to have this set up. Because remember what I was saying about the bottom of this being very, very easy to fit underneath stuff. So now you're going to have this launching right next to the pad. How about that? That's what I'm talking about. All right, so let's charge a cool $3 for this. All right, so that has an exit path. And now the fun way to do this is to build like that. So now we have very efficient usage of this whole area down here. Not that you can really see too much of it. That escape hatch is all ready to go. It's just going to rocket right past the path there. That's actually probably too close. It's like to the point where you can like reach out and touch somebody's shoes while it's flying past you. How fast does this launch? 69 miles per hour. Okay. Well, let's see what we get for a roller coaster on the 25th of September. outside of that, I mean, I generally don't like to build more than one of the same ride because I feel like that can be kind of gaming the system a little bit. However, sometimes you just kind of have to do that, so let's let this time speed up a little bit. Yes, please buy my $5 umbrellas. Beautiful. Fund our park improvements. Corkscrew roller coaster, nice. See, that's another one you can kind of make a shuttle loop-ish thing with. So I guess we'll see if we can come up with a nice way to utilize that. It's a couple more days to get that taken care of. I got a couple ideas. Eventually we are going to want to get these paths connected here. I'm very curious if I'm going to be able to have this go straight through under this. Because I kind of like to separate the path into quadrants, if that makes sense. We'll see what happens, but for now, let's take a look at the corkscrew coaster. I might even have one of those already saved. I'm not sure. There's one of these that I'd used before that was, oh yeah, this is the one that can't make it through in this design with an empty train. It has to be loaded, or you have to increase the speed, but then you have to build extensions on the end, so I'm not going to use that. That's just El Cheapo for corkscrew designs. I've used that one before. Used that one before. That's like a rat's nest. You know what that reminds me of? Is, I don't know, at least when I was a kid in the 90s, every dentist office, every pediatrician's office had this kind of a thing, but it was like wooden balls on like a rail that you could move around, this like maze of stuff. That's what that reminds me of. Either that or those marble runs that were real popular for a little bit and then nobody ever had one. That's just kind of a sad coaster. That's a weird looking thing. All right. No, I didn't want triple corkscrew. I wanted the custom design. All right, take this out of turbo ultra speed. I want to try and build a pair of racing corkscrew coasters. Just not sure exactly how I want to go about it, because I have this kind of set up in a way that's not going to be that could be real easy to build past, so maybe I shouldn't have done it that way. But if I come underneath the path here, that's not like the worst thing ever. I just have to be able to get around here. I'll move it to here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Then we go up, and then we do the half loop. Oh, okay, well, you want to be like super cheaty, that you just build this so it only goes up the half loop and then that's it. But I can't get away with this because that would take the same bit. So what I have to do is I have to do a half corkscrew. And then it turns into kind of a rat's nest of nonsense here. Okay, the twist is in the way. Okay, so let's not do that. If I just do a regular vertical loop, that's not such a bad thing. We just have to be a little bit smart about how we mess with this. I have that go out. Yeah, see, look at that mess. That's kind of fun. I think what I want is for this to be... it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. That's annoying. Oh, man, I'm going to have to rebuild this. Oh, that's so annoying. Alright, well, in that case, I guess I just have to build it out this way and leave one more segment of path. I mean, I guess it's going to be the best way to do it. Okay, 4 of those. Vertical loop. Right, like so, and then 4 twisties. And then I believe I just put this here, and that'll be fine. I can have this all hooked up to that one side. That actually, you know what? You know what? No, oh, you guys are gonna be so mad. I had it right the first time. Oh yes, beautiful. Alright, let's try it again. How many times can you do this until you want to stab your computer monitor? Alright. There we go. There we go. Alright, now we have to do powered launch without passing station. Otherwise, this is going to crash off the backside, and then that's not very good. So I'm pretty sure it's going to have to be faster than 31 to get it through the loop. So let's try a cool 40 miles an hour. Yeah, okay. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. That should be a pretty simple... Yeah, see, there you go. Decently exciting. Not too bad. Charge a cool $3 for that one. And then all we got to do is right next to it, do the same thing, like we normally like to do. And then get those swapped around like that. That's going to be kind of a cool looking thing. And there you go. So that's... Track's not a complete circuit because I haven't put it in the correct mode. Very good. That is without passing station, right? Okay. Alright, pop that guy in there. Make sure this is set to synchronize. And of course we have to set that to synchronize as well. That's actually open, right? Okay. So now we have to actually build all of our... Yes, I know guests can't get to the entrance of it. Calm down. It's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. Alright, so that's there. Then the same kind of deal here. You already know the drill. Alright, so that's going to be slightly different, but it's fine. And there we go. They're not directly connected to each other, but they're still reasonably accessible, and we're still going to have use of this space here. Now, I would like these to match color schemes. So if I make this... Yeah, you know, I kind of like that red. That Oh, hey, this whole area is red, though, so maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we do a little swap there. That actually looks kind of cool. But maybe that's a little bit much. Oh, that's super much. White, how about just... No, that gray doesn't look great. Beige? It is the 90s, after all. No. We'll go black... Black with white, and then how about that saturated? No, that's awful. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? I thought this would be fine. Eh. You know what? I can, I can live with this. I can live with this. I think it's okay. Alright, so that was that. That was that. And then I got red and I got white, I think is how I have this other one set up too. Yeah, alright. Cool. So those, they're doing the thing. Hopefully the guests enjoy those. Should be decent moneymakers at the very least. And what did we miss while I was messing with all that nonsense? Ah yes, the 3D cinema. I literally don't care. Okay. Still have some to research. Compact inverted coaster. It's fine. And now we're in the middle of March year 2. We've got a little less than half of the goal. Yeah, so we're doing okay. We just want to keep this going as best as we can. But yeah, I think since we do have some cash, before things get too crazy, I do want to try and build out my idea here for connecting everything. Oh yes, look at that. It goes through the coaster. You can't ask for any more than that, folks. Beautiful. Alright, so now we got a little loop here. Not too shabby at all. Depending on how we want to lay stuff out here, we might want to connect this to something else here, or maybe we just leave this alone for a larger flat ride. There's also probably a decent amount of things we could build through here if we really felt like it, but I think for right now this is probably fine. Maybe try to think of another roller coaster we can pop in. So, compact inverted coaster, and then, you know, they always go at the same time, and it's going to be the next unlock. It's just one of those weird things it always is. Ah, deja vu. The perennially broken ride at Six Flags over Georgia that I never got to go on. What in the world is... Okay, that just looks kind of funky. Lobotomizer is definitely an encouraging name for a roller coaster. I don't know. This actually might be kind of a fun thing here. You know, you find a good spot for it, or if there's a way for it to interact with the other coasters in the park and not be completely stupid. Might be kind of a neat thing. I don't know. Sometimes this stuff is not really that easy to put in, just because of different characteristics of the lift hill placement or whatever. That's not going to work there, so I'm not going to worry about it. Just let it be what it's going to be. I think for now we can just kind of let this run a little bit. Try to get some money up. Wait and see what else gets unlocked. Okay, another coaster. Hopefully it's something neat that we can actually use. It'd be quite nice. These are proving to be still very popular, which is nice. Hopefully nobody's getting super lost. I don't think they are. They feel sick, though. Well, skill issue. There's some weird visual artifacting happening here. Only sometimes. Yeah, like right there. Huh. Inverted roller coaster. Yep, we already knew that was going to be a thing. So we'll see what comes next. It would be really nice if we got a couple more thrill rides. So those are a little bit easier to build. Just the 3D cinema, just don't. Yeah, we gotta put... Hey, thrill ride, cool. We gotta put something else in here before we get too carried away. And we probably do want to start building on this other opposite corner so it doesn't just get incredibly crowded all the time. Roto Drop, that's a good one. Maybe we want to do a couple of smaller thrill rides in this general area here. Would be a smart thing to do. Let's put in benches. Just around the middle here. That should be our roto drop. Take this out of turbo speed. There we go. Nice and simple roto drop thing. Yeah, I guess I kind of could come through here. Now, it would be really neat to go through the through this little hill here, but I don't think it's going to let me do it. I know I could go through this, no problem, but that's kind of far off. Just depends on how we want to have this set up. I think right here it wouldn't let me build my entrance and my exit. Well, let's give it a shot. Wow, okay. I stand thoroughly corrected. Let's do that. Let's take advantage of this. Doesn't need to be a super big thing here. Yeah, that'll work. It is objectively very funny to have this much density packed in here. That gives us an opportunity to utilize some of this space to put in, say, another bathroom. And then, maybe another information kiosk wouldn't be a bad choice. Everything looks good to go there. Yeah, we definitely don't want to ignore the entirety of the park over here. Just try to pack everything in as closely as possible. That's not really that interesting to watch. Wait, how long? How long is it going to be? 20th of June. Okay, well. Back into turbo we go. Try our best to get some stuff unlocked here. Keep putting in trash cans in different locations as best as we can here. Not always an easy thing to do, but we'll do our best. Mini suspended coaster. Okay, that one can be probably safely ignored for a while. But I am very curious. We have a decent bit of money. I wonder if it's worth trying to build one of these other coasters over here. Not one that costs $40,000 or anything like that, but these are always just super funny designs. Don't want it to be something completely stupid. A little stupid. It's kind of fun. But really, really stupid? No. No. Now, oh, look at this. Look at this. Could go all the way across the entrance to the park. Not be a bad thing. Assuming I can actually build a path here. It looks like I still can. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot. That's neat. So, let's see. That would be the entrance down here. It'll be 2, 4, 6 in between. Yeah, we'll make that work nice. As long as I can build the path, then we'll be in good shape. Probably doesn't need to be this long anyway, but hey, whatever. Ah, one too tall. One too tall. Well, that's no matter. I think this seems like a $4 coaster. Look how weird those trains look. That's kind of freaky. Kind of weird looking, not gonna lie. Oh, that should be a bench right outside. Yeah, get some people on that thing. I like that it goes across here. Okay, what's next on this? Oh, we already got the swinging inverter ship? Really? Well, I guess I was on turbo mode for a little bit of time. I'm not going to worry about that. Now, if this is go-karts, we're going to be in for some good stuff. It is kind of funny, just that these trains here just look so crazy weird. It's hard to even see, really. Well, we'll see what happens. Let's see, pathwise, I probably do want to go ahead and get these connected on the outside, but there's not really a reason to do that yet. I don't have anything built in this corner that they'd want to be able to get to. I'm dying to know, what are we getting on the 18th of August? We already got the 3D cinema, so I can't possibly be disappointed. Motion simulator, really? The one thing that would disappoint me almost as much as the 3D cinema. The motion simulator. Alright, fine. I'll build a swinging inverter ship if you're gonna, you know, make me do that. Can I, I can. I can't just do one of these kind of nonsense things here. So long as this doesn't block my, my stuff, I think... Ah, dangle feet is in the way. Okay. And forget it. We'll find somewhere else to put that if we actually do want to build one. That's a lot of vomit on the ground there. Look how popular this is. 60 people in line. And a decent number of people on the ride. Pretty reliably full. 36 people on the ride. Alright, well, as long as the queues aren't too long. 5 minutes. 5 minutes is alright. Really good value, huh? That is a pretty high excitement rating for a $4 coaster. But we probably shouldn't be too greedy. Alright, we got a roller coaster coming on the 16th. I hope it's something decent. So we can continue building some other stuff here. I really should have somewhere to put this swinging inverter ship. If I'm going to be serious about things, but... Huh. I just don't really have very many great spots to do this. I guess I could get away with doing this, probably. I hope I got my heights correct here. It might actually be 1, 2... No! Okay. So I will have that be 3, just so we can have a full load standing by. Get those guys in there. Oh, that gets real close to that track. It might actually be clipping through it. Oh, it's so close to clipping. It's real hard to tell. Maybe this view is going to give us a better... Wow, that is dangerous. Well, if I were on that roller coaster, I'd probably be a little bit terrified of that coming in contact with me. Which I guess technically fits the bill. Yeah, that's fine. Now, what do we have? Suspended swinging coaster. Just... why? Like, what? Why? Yeah, not a whole lot of great designs here, unfortunately. Still have coasters to uncover, though, so... Yeah, no. We'll make it work. I'm waiting for the go-karts. Go-karts fix everything. Go-karts are like the ultimate ride. Well, all else equal. We're about 2/3 of the way to the goal, and we're about 2/3 of the way through the time, so progressing pretty nicely there. No complaints to speak of. What's up next? Thrill ride? Now, if it's go-karts... I don't know how many times is he going to talk about the go-karts. If it's go-karts, we're going to be good. Well, we're already fine. It's just fun. It's just fun to have things that are exciting, like go-karts. Ah, it's the top spin. But that, I mean, that's also fine. Guests are complaining about the disgusting state of the paths in your park. Well, don't barf on them, and they won't be that bad. But, yeah, they're looking kind of rough. But it seems like our guys are keeping it pretty clean. Pretty clean. So 15th of October is going to get me a top spin. I do like to have multiple top spins. You know, we've done this a couple times. So maybe that would be a fun thing to put in the corner here as we continue making our way around the outside. Let's go ahead and just build this path out. And then over this way. Turn around so we can actually see. There we go. So now this entire other quadrant's opened up. And you know what might be kind of fun? I don't know. We might have to get creative with the placement of our entrances, but I think it would be kind of fun to have 3 of these all next to each other. Might be kind of a neat thing. So if I were to go all the way in the corner, I don't know that that would specifically work fantastically well. But I'm very curious. Very curious. We did, for example... Well, actually, we don't even have to go all the way up. We could go just regular old height here. I'm trying to think about what my best strategy is for hooking this up here. I do entrance and then exit this way. Or, well, you know, if we're only doing 2 of them, then it's pretty easy to go back to back with this. Let's start with that for now. Start with that for now. And then see if there's going to be a better method with which to attempt to do this. All right, so if we do intense mode and berserk mode at the same time, it's probably the way to go. $2 is probably fine, honestly. No issues there. But I do like the idea of all of these matching, and I kind of like this. What color is this? Dark green? Okay. It doesn't really look like a dark green to me, but that's fine. There is something to be said for the ketchup and mustard whole thing we got going on here. Alright, so this is cool because this connects everything and is a nice pass-through. That's not a bad way to do that, just to get that all hooked up. So if I were to connect those that way, that works out nicely, and then I've got space to put a couple things there. I guess we'll just leave it with the same 2. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be okay. Just fill part of this slot with a bathroom. Probably the smart thing to do. To have those spaced all over the place. And another information kiosk. You already know it. Alright, so that's fine. That works. We got a roller coaster on the 13th of March. Alright, bring it on. I probably should go ahead and connect this path here. Would be the smart thing to do. There we go. Now they can actually walk around. Alright, what kind of roller coaster? Vertical drop coaster. Alright. See, we're starting to fill things out a little bit. If I can find something cool to put here, that would be nice. Maybe the vertical drop coaster will. That is kind of the problem with the vertical drop coaster, though, is that it does need a significant amount of height to actually be good. And if you don't have the ability to go underground, then that kind of puts you at a disadvantage. We'll see what happens. Okay, vertical drop coaster. I built that one a couple times. That's just ridiculously tall looking. That doesn't look terribly bad. Soul Stealer is a crazy name for a roller coaster. I think we built that one before. Look at that mess. $46,000. Unicorn Vomit. I don't even know what that is. That's the, this technically qualifies as a coaster, give me your money design. That's just wild looking. Well, that's got like, that's got some twisties going on. Oh, she's a big one. Alright. Ooh. Okay, well, if I flip that around that way, can I get this to play nice? I guess this is about... It's about as much as I can ask for, honestly, with how this is set up. One of the only places that'll fit. And that's kind of cool, because it interacts with a whole bunch of different stuff. Why not? Look at this mess. Yeah, you see what you're about to go down, and then it takes a picture of your face. Yeah, that's a picture I want to have. Alright, that'll work there. This roller coaster, definitely at least $4. We'll roll with that. Give us the nice long pathway here. And now I wonder if this is going to hit the same... Ah, see, no, it might actually be... Isometric view betrayed me again. It's not going to quite connect perfectly, but you know what? That's fine. We'll make it work. I am very interested to watch this and see how this actually goes. Alright, train 3. How fast is it to go down this? There's only a couple people on this one. Okay, these are fully loaded. Alright, a little bit of a drop. Then you get that, and then you got your holding brakes. And then you go down this nonsense. Hello? Oh, it's got brake. Oh, it's got brakes every single... Oh, no. Oh, that's diabolical. That's gotta hurt so bad. I thought the game froze for a second. Wow, that's evil. Okay, 64, so I think it holds 72. Once this is full, that I expect this to just be super quick. Oh, that's got to make your neck hurt so bad doing that. That's wild. Okay, yeah, full ride is 72 people. Wow, it's astounding that that is only a 6.75 intensity rating. Look at the vertical Gs are 4.18. That's a lot of Gs. That is a lot of Gs. Okay, so we... Oh, wow. Okay, got rid of all of that stuff. Alright, fine. Transport rides and gentle rides. I don't think we're ever going to need a transport ride. And who knows, maybe it could be fun to put something in. Oh, the merry-go-round broke down. That's too bad. Mechanics are both busy. Alright, let's go ahead and get up to 5 of those. Go up to 10 handymen. Should be fine. Yeah, because stuff was starting to look a little bit gnarly in some of these areas here. Just do what we can to get stuff built out. Like, look at this mess. This is just diabolical. I did not know it would do this. Wow, okay. Do we want to have a log flume? I mean, I feel like that might be a decent thing, but... let's, this is just a nice, simple, easy thing for us to pop in. Hey, look! Oh, yeah, that'll interface with all of these coasters. That's actually kind of cool. Alright. That works. This should be, if I want to do this correctly. Once again, isometric view making it hard for me to figure out exactly where stuff goes. No, 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 no. No, I want to put the entrance there, then the exit there. We'll just have a nice simple path. Doesn't have to be complicated. That works. That works. Simple $2 admission should be fine. Log flumes can have very, very long queues if you have the queue too long. I know that sounds like a Yogi Bearism, but they're very slow rides with relatively high capacity. So you feel like you need to have a long queue so you can soak up a whole bunch of guests, but like no, like the individual ride time on these is very high. So each guest is going to have to spend a lot longer waiting in the queue relative to something like these other quick coasters back here. So let's just avoid that. As you know, that's not bad here. It's just, you know, not going to win any creativity contests. Monorail cycles? What? That's a transport ride. Or it should be. I don't know. Well, it's alright. Almost at 1,000 guests. As a reminder, we do have to have 1,200. So that's progress. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a transport ride. But oh yeah, I definitely want to build this as like the world's saddest ride. Like, alright, pedal this bike on a rail with no scenery. That actually doesn't look bad. Except what's you have to realize that most of the scenery is just a maze of pathing. It goes to the exit of the ride. Now, if you replace some of those with gardens, that actually probably would look pretty nice. Yeah, so I think we can pretty safely ignore that. Gentle ride on the 10th of June. Over 1,000 guests. And we've developed kind of... okay, well, not really so much this side, but we have developed a decent bit of the park. Let's continue building our paths out this way. Just encircle the entire thing. Give us some more options for placing stuff down. And kind of complete the look a little bit. And that just goes right there. Alright, so now it's a full deal here. Let's get this hooked up all the way across. Cool. So now we actually have quadrants. Not a bad look. We got some space to put some other coasters in if we feel so inclined. Ooh, the crooked house. Okay, well. So long as the haunted house exists, I'm not going to bother with that. Any other coasters I should put in here? Because at this point we've got... this quadrant has this coaster, 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 this coaster, this coaster. So we need something that's kind of cool to put here, and then, I don't know, I guess something kind of cool to put here. If I had a decent mine train design that wouldn't be completely ridiculous, then that might be a fun thing to do. I kind of struggle with the idea of building something giant like this that blocks a whole bunch of our view without it actually having a huge benefit. Like, if there's any way for me to get this to, oh, you know what? That actually doesn't look horribly bad in a spot like this. decent path interaction. Same height if I do this way, yeah, okay. Alright, I'll go with that. So long as I can actually connect what I've got going on here without it saying, oh, those such and such is in the way, because that's always super annoying. Let's give this a shot. See if this can go down. No, go down. No, it's in the way. Oh, what a pain in the butt. Oh, that's not going to work at all. That's not going to work at all. Okay, let's try to connect the entrance to something now. Get out of here. Come on. Oh, this is all messed up from how I normally build this. Alright. Get that out of here. Alright. Connect here. Down. Okay, that's not nearly long enough. But I can go ahead and just do that mess. That should be okay. That also is okay. Alright, that'll work. $4 for you. Now, did I charge $5 for this? I did. This one I think we can lower a little bit. Maybe try to incentivize more people to ride it. I don't know if that's going to make that big of a difference, but look at this. Look at this. We got 36 people on the ride. We've got 22 people in the queue. Average queue length is still 6 minutes. See what I told you? Is this guy... Are we just charging $4 for all the coasters? I mean, I guess that's fine. I guess that's alright. Chairlift, yeah. See, there you go. There's a transport ride. Except we probably don't need one. That's alright. We got to get people over here more so they can, you know, actually ride these things. Like, do I dare start repeating rides? Like, I feel like I kind of need to. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Okay, that's too close to actually utilize, I was going to say. But I can do that bit. Probably be okay. Yeah, alright. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. No, no. Attached to the entrance. There we go. Doesn't have to be a very tall one, but is helpful to have that nonetheless. Escape hatch 2, escape harder. And then you get something else coming up through a roller coaster like we did over here. Well, not technically, but it's alright. It gets more guests over here. Let's give them a what do you call it? Another information kiosk. Can I fit a bathroom under here? I can. Alright, let's flip that to face the outside path. That works. I maybe should have put the information kiosk here, but not the end of the world. I'm just going to put some more of these trash cans in random spots because it seems like people are just dumping their trash wherever they feel like it. Not really going to endorse that. Benches-wise, makes sense to have just some of those sitting in specific locations should be okay. How are mechanics looking? Fine. Guest thoughts? Feel sick. Well, stop it. No sick allowed. We are starting to be pretty alright with money here. Mini helicopters. I don't know about that one, Chief. I'm going to turn the transport rides off. I know it's a gentle ride. It's not a transport ride, but as long as, you know, everything is being ridden reasonably, then I guess we can't really be upset. Yep, there's those mini helicopters again. I don't think I can get away with putting another roller coaster in. I wanted my go-karts, man. He's not going to give me go-karts. What a shame. I feel like we could still use a couple more things here. I know we've already basically won this scenario, but I really would like to have a couple more things to put here. I don't know if we're going to get the haunted house or not. We definitely don't have Mr. Bones. No Mr. Bones. Maybe it wouldn't be such a bad thing to have like a crooked house or something. Just so we have somewhere to put something. And we'll confuse them by having the exit be on a different part of the map. That's a great way to do this. Perfect. Not going to build a helicopter ride or the monorail cycles. That's definitely not happening. Do I give credence to the 3D cinema by constructing it? I don't think I want to. Wow, look how popular this got real quick. I think full capacity on this one is 60. Should be. Or is it 54 and I'm just wrong? I guess it's 54. I don't see any empty seats on these trains. Oh, that's fine. We can roll with that. Alright, what shop or stall is being built here? I don't know, maybe we don't need to worry about it so much. Just want to pay back my loan. It would be nice to have something in the corner for these guys to do. I don't really know that there's another coaster that would make sense over here. We've already researched pretty much everything, and we've built a decent variety. Not an incredibly great one, but a decent variety of different things. Radical error, huh? Alternative vehicle type. Well, that sounds exciting. Yeah, see, this isn't going to fit. Yeah, it doesn't want to play nice over here. Or anywhere, really. Is there another one? 'Cause this isn't a bad coaster type. It's just not the most exciting one here. What if I rotate this? Yeah, it doesn't want to play ball. We'd have to custom design it, and at this point, there's not really enough time. My kingdom for the haunted house. Alright, what shop or stall are we going to have access? Fruity Ices. Okay. Okay, I see how it is. That's fine. That's fine. Probably not going to get too much more exciting stuff. Well, in that case, I think it's probably about time for us to do our end of episode fun. So you know the drill at this point. We've beaten the game. We've beaten, well, the scenario at least. There's at least another 50, 60 scenarios that we have to complete. But I appreciate you guys watching very, very much. Not possible to do these without you. I know these videos don't get the best, like, retention or audience numbers or anything like that compared to the other Beaver series we've got going on right now. But I really like this game. And I think it's a fun way to kind of decompress at the end of the week and just enjoy building in RollerCoaster Tycoon, which is such a nostalgic game for so many of us. So I appreciate you guys making it possible, Beard Boosters, you already know, directly funding the nonsense and enabling me to do this. So thank you very much for all of that. And, of course, we have more coming. I'm going to try to keep this weekly, although once we get the new release of Ostriv Alpha 6 at some point this month, hopefully, we might end up dropping RollerCoaster Tycoon for a couple of weeks to try and get some headway made there. And then, of course, whenever Timberborn Update 7 comes out, you already know it's going to be a Beaver party. But that's all she wrote for this one. We're going to let this play out, and then the next thing you see will be us putting our names on the victory screen. All right, there you go. Company value of $337,479. Always feels good. I don't think I've failed a scenario yet on this. I'm sure it's going to happen at some point, but there you go. Whatever you're doing with the rest of your day, have fun, stay safe, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.